Hello my friends, Anthony here, 6𝗘𝗢𝗢. Today I'll be showing you Aragorn from Fellowship of the Ring by InArt. Now I'm not going to be doing a full unboxing going over every little detail here. Rather, I'm going to talk about the figure itself, showcase the head sculpt, some poses, include most of the accessories. Lord of the Rings is one of my favorite IPs, so I'm extremely excited to finally have Aragorn in here as our second figure from InArt. With Gandalf here being the first, as you guys may or may not know. Also done a review on him, so if you guys want to go check out his unboxing, I'll put a link here up at the top for you all as well. Aragorn's a lot of fun because he comes with so many different accessories and outfit ideas that you can swap out. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of get into this, guys. And if you're new to the channel, you want to hit that like, subscribe for more content. Definitely appreciate it. All right, well, starting out here is our head sculpt, as you guys can see. Now, keep in mind, I'm using this macro lens. I'm zoomed in really good here. So you're going to see some frays on the hair, and I'm trying to give a lot of lighting here so that you guys can really kind of get an idea of what this head sculpt looks like close up. Of course, we'll cover exactly what you can do later, with the hair, like what I showed with the Gandalf as well. A little bit of water, you can spray and kind of form some of the hair so you won't see, you pretty much won't see all these strains here, but we're really zoomed in, and I kind of want to show you guys this kind of out of the box. But as you guys can see here, the sculpt is awesome. I think the paint apps are pretty strong, especially, there was some people wondering because of the early prototypes that they showed, but I think the likeness is definitely here. Obviously the hair is rooted here, but the facial hair is sculpted. But I mean, when you look at the likeness here, I see it 100%. Now this is a little bit different here on this. If you guys have the Batman, then you'll understand, like the back of the head doesn't come off. It's the eyes are underneath here. So trying to show you guys where the rolling eye system is, but it's right underneath the head. So much different than, how Gandalf is, or even the Joker. So now this is coming in from the bottom. So as you can see here, this is the neck peg that it comes on. So now watch this. As I put this on though, boom, his eyes are messed up. And that's very similar to Batman or other styles where you need to have the head fully forward around that peg, because as you push down like that peg right there is going to start pushing the eyes. So you got to be a little careful. Try to straighten them back out, and like I said, push it in forward as you can. And you can kind of tell I'm even not quite there. It's a little off, so it's going to take a little bit of practice, but just be aware if that does happen, that is why. All right, so now we have Aragorn here paired up with Gandalf. You can see the difference here is just about the same. I mean, as far as height and scale, they're dead on. They do have the same base style. As you can see, Gandalf obviously has the stone, whereas Aragorn kind of has more of like a Rivendell kind of platform here, both with their names here on the front. Now, I don't really show it here in the video, but the main difference between the two stands is that Aragorn's here does have that round underneath that you can pop off, so you can slide the magnets from the base from left to right if you want a more wider stance, whereas Gandalf does not. That was with their first iteration. All right, so let's get into some poses here. Now, I will say here that I do have a Crow Customs stand right here going on top, because I am rotating these guys around. I wouldn't recommend trying to rotate them with their magnets. They're not really going to hold. So for the purpose of that, we're doing that. So here we just have Aragorn here, basically two-handing his sword, his long sword. So this is kind of a classic pose. It doesn't really require too much articulating here, and it's pretty basic pose if that's what you would like. Now here we have a dual wielding pose here with both his long sword and short sword. I do really like this pose. It's kind of a menacing, coming at you towards, coming towards you kind of pose. Again, this is pretty simple. It's have a slight walking pose that may not work very well with the magnets, but you can still have him standing, planted fairly well here. But I definitely really enjoy this pose. This might be one of my favorites. And of course, he does come with his bow and arrow, so I kind of wanted to give this archer style look, like he's drawing one of his quivers. I thought that was really cool. I guess he is not Legolas, but he is a ranger. He does use a bow and arrow, so it being included, I really wanted to kind of show that off because it's pretty awesome. Like I said, there's a lot of versatility here in posing with this figure, so have fun with all your accessories. Then here I have him as kind of like Strider the Ranger. Now this base is not a base, it's a custom rock that I have, but I do have him kind of hanging out here. He's got his cloak on, he's smoking the pipe weed, his hand is injured. I wanted to have all of his accessories kind of laying around. So you see the sack and the bow and arrow and his dagger all kind of strewn about. Just this is really fun. This is a really fun pose for me. I think this is awesome to do. And you know, that's the thing with these figures. I mean, they are expensive, but you can have fun with them. I mean, you can pose them, move them around. You don't have to worry about it, really. And you know, here again, I've got Gandalf and Aragorn together, kind of like a recreation here of the mines. Moria, as you know, they're coming through the door. A lot of fun. Again, there's so much fun to pose, be creative. So I think it's great for either style of posing. I mean, you can definitely keep them in a more stoic museum pose, but if you want to have fun, I pose the hell out of both of these figures, and they're absolutely fine. So, you know, obviously know the limitations. You know, you'll feel when something's too much, but yeah, fantastic. Have fun, guys. That's what this is all about. Yep. So final thoughts. I can't complain. I love this figure. I love Lord of the Rings. I think InArt did a great job for their second run here in Lord of the Rings. I can't wait to see more. I will note though, before I go, that I did have problems with the hands, but if you just use a heat gun or a hair dryer, you can kind of loosen that up a little bit, and those hands will snap right onto the magnets. So if you guys are having any of those problems, try that. Any other questions, let me know in the comments below. And again, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in our next one.